look, y'all, I've said it many times before. The one reason I couldn't be a real pimp is because I couldn't have my hoe come home and then give me the money. There's something in me that be like, damn bitch, just keep your money. And saying that, here's some gold from one of the best pimpin' books out there from my main nigga Pimpin Ken. Law number 3, don't chase 'em. Replace 'em. Give that bitch a Chinese name. Long gone. Pimpin' poke. The life. The first girl I ever liked was named Candy, and she was the finest girl in the 8th grade. I was the flyest dude in the 8th grade, so it was only natural that the two of us got together. I was 13 and had very little knowledge about the game, so I was on some square shit, such as falling in love. I'd had other girls, but I thought Candy was the one. Then one of my partners at the time let me know that this older cat in the hood was poking Candy. I tried to get her back, but the more I chased her, the more she ran. When I got tired of chasing her, I got smart. I said, fuck her, and ended up going after the girl Candy hated the most, her worst enemy. Of course, she didn't like that, and she wanted to get back with me. I ignored her, though. That experience prepared me well for the shit that would go down in the game. When a hoe left me, I would throw a party. I thought about all of the fun I had with the hoe's bread, and I knew that she was only making room for the next hoe with some dough. I learned a long time ago that hoes belong to the community. They look better going than they do coming. And they can get on like they've been shit on. At the height of my career, I was knocking hoes back to back. They were coming in and going out regularly. Every time a hoe got out on me, another one was bumping into her on the way in. One day, my bottom bitch said, "Daddy, you don't care about us, do you?" I said, I like who likes me, but a hoe comes to pay and be on her way. I don't need 'em. I let the welfare feed 'em. When I first came home from the joint, my man, Father Divine, had 3 hoes in his Jaguar. 3 weeks later, he pulled up with 4 hoes, and 3 of them were new. Damn, I thought, hoes change man like money changes hands. About 15 years ago, one of my partners, Flip, rest in peace, was just getting his feet wet, but he was sharp in the game. When we were pimping in Milwaukee, his name was something different, and he moved to D.C. He changed it. As we were riding down Georgia Avenue, I asked him, "Pimpin, I've been knowing you for a long time. Why'd you change your name to Flip?" "Man, I've been out here for a year," he said, of his time in D.C. "And I done flipped about 50 bitches, knocking these niggas' socks off. Man, these hoes are not dedicated at all. They will fuck with me. The next day, they're fucking with Smiley. Then they leave him and start fucking with Shorty P. Then Grit come and knocks all of those bitches. I gotta just break them and keep it moving. I don't get emotional with none of these hoes. I don't chase them. I just pimp on the next hoe. I dig that. I said, if a bitch will leave her mama, she will definitely leave a pimp. Mother had 'em, motherfuck 'em, theism. If you're not laced and you try pimping with your heart, you will lose before you even start. In any situation, the one doing the chasing is more apt to be played out. If someone knows they are being chased, they are in the driver's seat, and they will usually take advantage. The one who can control his emotions will be the one to control the relationship or situation. Never put yourself at the mercy of someone else. Always be mentally prepared to have a replacement step in if need be. Now, before we go on, if you're listening to this pimpin' wisdom being laid down, you better hit that like and subscribe button. Otherwise, it'll be your girl up next on the street corner. Especially after you hear this next part. Law number 15, say what you mean and mean what you say. They're going to test you, man. Whatever you say out your mouth, they're going to make sure you stand by that. Bishop Don Magic Juan. The life. When I was about 10 years old, I took a $100 bill from my daddy's dresser. My friends and I spent it all on candy. My daddy came to me a few days later and asked me if I took the money. Knowing my daddy was crazy and was going to whip my ass, I quickly said, "No, sir." He got down to my level and looked me in the eye. "Boy, I want you to tell me the truth," he said. "Say what you mean and mean what you say, because if you lie, I will tear your little ass up." I took a gamble. "Yes, I took it," I said. My pop smiled at me. "All a man's got is his word and his honor," he said. I thought about that years later when my bottom bitch reminded me of some shit I had totally forgotten. I had told her that she could be with her mother on Christmas. However, at the time, I was on a mission for a new Benz. If I let her go home, the rest of the stable would have wanted to go home also. This was one of those times when your honor is put to the test. I had to play this just right. "Bitch, go home and have fun," I told her. I said you could go, and I meant it, so goodbye. But me and these other bitches are gonna stay on the road and get this Benz. The hoe thought about it for a minute. "Okay, Daddy," she said. "Since you kept your word, I'll stay and help you get that Benz." The ism. No matter how much of a hustler my father was, there were still certain rules that applied, even on the street. Saying what I meant and meaning what I said was one of them. It didn't prevent me from getting what I wanted, and it actually came in handy. I knew that hoe had a competitive spirit, so I used it to my advantage. She wasn't going to let those other hoes buy the Benz without her contributing. I found a way to get what I wanted without going back on my word, which probably would have backfired. I would have lost the trust of this one hoe, and I would have looked untrustworthy to the whole stable. Hoes will test you to the end, so if I said I was going to do something, I made sure it got done. When I said we were going to the players' ball, we went. If I said I was going to buy a new car, it got bought. Saying what I meant and meaning what I said got me out of an ass whipping, and it got me a new Benz. Whatever you tell a person, you better think about it before it comes out of your mouth. Because if you say it, you have to deliver. They say honesty is the best policy. That doesn't mean you have to tell the whole truth, but you must always keep it real. With yourself, if no one else. Lying shows a lack of character and an inability to face reality. There are better ways to manipulate someone than to lie. But I can't reveal those other tactics to you right now. You'll have to subscribe and wait for that video. So hit the like and subscribe button, otherwise I'll use the tactics you don't know to pimp your hoe and put her on the street. Of course, the bitch'll keep her money, but she won't be with your bum ass anymore.